Good day, ICT students. So we are now on week number 3, Earth and Life Science. And our topic for today is all about the endogenous forces or process. So let me share one verse first. Our verse of the day, John 13 verse 35. Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. So again, your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. So ang ibig sabihin lang po dito, na kung paano daw tayo magmahal sa ibang tao, kung paano daw tayo magmahal sa mga kaaway natin, kung natututunan natin silang mahalin, ibig sabihin, pinapakita natin sa Panginoon na tayo ay tunay na disciples niya. Okay? So, huwag tayo magsawang mahalin yung mga kapatid natin, kaibigan man to or kaaway. Dahil sa mga bagay na ginagawa natin ay nakikita ng Panginoon yan. Kaya huwag tayo magsawang mahalin sila kasi may mga bagay din silang mga pinagdadaan natin. Higit sa lahat, mas kilala mo yung Panginoon kaysa sa kanila. John 13 verse 35, your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. Ipakita mo natin na mas mahal natin ang Panginoon kaysa sa ibang tao through our actions. So, again, our topic for today is all about the endogenous process or forces. And at the end of this lesson, you are expected to, number 1, identify the two primary sources of the Earth's internal heat that contribute the formation of the various Earth materials processes. Distinguish between magmatism and volcanism by identifying their distinct pictures. And number 3, so may correction ako sa number 3, you need to create a short or you need to create a hazard map related to endogenous processes. So these are the terminologies. Let me read the terms and i-analyze nyo kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng mga terms natin. Endogenic processes, the process that operate inside the earth. Magma, a molten or a partially molten rock from which igneous rock form. Lava, molten rock expelled by a volcano during eruption. And isotopes, variant of chemical elements that possess the same number of protons and electrons but different number of neutrons. Endogenous forces, when we say endogenous forces, it is a geologic processes that occurs beneath the surface of the earth. So it is a process or a process within the earth associated by energy originating in the interior of the solid earth. So meron pong energy na nare-release or using the energy which is the unused or the residual heat and also the isotope, nagkakaroon ng endogenous forces or processes. Saan ba nanggagaling yung energy? Sa loob mismo ng earth natin. While the other source of energy is yung tinatawag natin na isotope. And when we say isotope, it is an element with the same name or same element but different in atomic mass. Ibig sabihin po, pareho ng pangalan, parehong element, pero magkaiba sila ng timbang. Same number of protons but different number of neutrons. So because of that, kapag tinawag kasi natin na isotope, ang isotope kasi ay unstable. Ibig sabihin, babalik siya sa pagiging stable. Hahanap siya ng paraan, mag-undergo siya ng radioactive decay, it's either fusion or fission, to become stable element. And because of that, nagre-release yun ng energy at nagko-contribute yun ng init ng earth natin. So, magkaroon lang tayo ng recall dun sa diniscuss natin last meeting, which is yung exogenous process and also endogenous process. So when we say endogenous process, internal process caused by force inside, heat and pressure. The example of endogenous process, volcanism, earthquakes, mountain formation. And endogenous process also called constructive process because it creates landform. Gumagawa ng mga land area. It can be mountain, valleys, continental crust, and even the oceanic crust. While the exogenous process or forces, external process caused by force outside, wind, water, temperature, etc. Weathering, erosion, and deposition are the main process in exogenous processes, and it can be also called destructive and also constructive process because it reshapes the landforms. In endogenous process, there are two forces here, the slow forces and also the sudden force. Pag sinabi natin na sudden force, yan, kung makikita natin sa illustration, so mountain formation or mountain building, example of the slow forces, and volcanic eruption, example of the sudden forces. Slow forces, it takes million years bago mag-create or bago mabuo yung product niyan. It happened slowly over a long period of time and build a change landforms little by little. While in sudden forces, these are rapid and often destructive events that happen unexpectedly and dramatically change the Earth's surface. So, mas delikado yung sudden forces compared to slow forces. So, under the endogenous forces or processes, the magmatism, and also the volcanism and plutonism. Those are the processes, while the product of those processes are earthquakes, continents, mountains, lava, igneous rock, metamorphic rock, and volcanic eruptions. Let's start with magmatism. When we say magmatism, production and migration of magma. So this is the entire process of magma formation, movement, and even cooling inside the earth. So ito daw yung buong proseso ng pagbuo, pag-move, at paglamig ng magma. And under magmatism, there is what we call the volcanism and also plutonism. So madali lang naman intindihan ang pinagkaiba ng volcanism and ng plutonism. So this is the volcanism and this is the plutonism. When we say volcanism, a process wherein magma rises and erupts onto Earth's surface, and the result of that is the lava flow and also the volcanic rocks. Isa pa sa resulta niyan ay yung tinatawag natin na extrusive igneous rock. Ibig sabihin, nasa labas na yung magma. Kapag nasa labas na yung magma, ang tawag na sa kanya ay lava. While in plutonism, it is the process wherein magma remains underground, cools slowly, and it becomes solid. So, ibig sabihin po, dito mismo sa loob, doon na nagiging solid yung tinatawag natin na intrusive igneous rock or intrusive rocks, volcanic rocks. And that is the end of our discussion. Ganun lang kaigsi yung week number 3. So, to sum it up again, endogenous processes or forces. This is the process that occurs beneath the surface of the earth. And under endogenous forces or process, there is what we call the magmatism. Pag sinabi natin yung magmatism, this is the entire process of the magma formation, movement, and even cooling inside the earth. Under magmatism, there is volcanism and also the plutonism. The volcanism, one scenario or process of volcanism is the volcanic eruption. The product of volcanic eruption is the extrusive igneous rock and also the lava flows and even the volcanic rocks. While the plutonism, it is the process where magma remains underground, cools slowly, and it becomes solid. And the product of that is the intrusive igneous rock. So all in all, the product of magmatism or the product of endogenous forces or process are earthquakes, continents, mountain buildings, lava, igneous rock, metamorphic rock, and the volcanic activity. So let us proceed to your activities. So this is your activities, week number 3, written work. So this is the WW3, written work number 3. You need to write 1 to 2 short paragraph answering the question below. Make sure to explain in your own words and follow the rubric below as guide. So 5 point each po ito. So a total of 20 points. Sasagutin lang yung question. Kailangan po ay may 1 to 2 paragraphs every questions. So 5 points each po yan. This is your week written work number 3. While your written work or while your performance task number 3, you need to create a hazard map. Hazard map about natural hazard such as landslide, volcanic eruption, earthquake, or flooding. Kung ano po yung prone sa inyo or prone sa barangay nyo. Kung landslide ba, wala namang volcanic eruption. Kung earthquake, kung may mga fault line sa inyo, sa lugar nyo. Or kung madalas binabaha sa barangay nyo, doon nyo gagawin or yun yung gagawin nyo ng hazard map sa short bond paper. Okay? And kung makikita natin sa last part o sa product or performance, nakasulat dito is you need to conduct a survey or interview at least 2 people about past or potential hazard. So since kayo ay parte ng barangay or parte kayo ng isang community, huwag na kayong mag-create ng survey. Okay? Magawa na lang kayo ng simple explanation or simple description or about your barangay. Kung saan sila prone. Kung prone ba sila sa baha, sa earthquake, sa landslide, yung barangay na kinabibilangan nyo. Identify hazard, connection to endogenous process, and you need also to write some suggestion about the safety precautions about the different hazards. Okay, so if you have concerns sa ating week number 3 discussion and also written work number 3 performance task number 3, mag-chat na lang kayo sa group chat po natin. Okay? And that's the end of our week number 3. So expected ko po na since Tuesday po ako nag-send ng module sa inyo. So Tuesday din po yung deadline ng ating hazard map and even yung written work number 3. So thank you and God bless you all.